All right. Pretty interesting open. Way better than yesterday for sure. Okay. Let me kind of do this real quick. Yeah, no, definitely an interesting. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. I looked away for 2 seconds, and we're getting something. All right, guys. Now coming to market open. Like I said, literally a second ago. Really nice volume. Or a very nice impulse here, both to the upside and to the downside. Maybe we can get something cooking up coming into market open, possibly. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was a little bit skeptical with the opening that we got today because I was marking out all my setups before I started the stream, and there is a fair value gap literally everywhere. There's like three to the upside, there's like four to the downside, and I'm like, damn, bro, today's gonna be a little bit tricky. But since let me not jinx it, but we're trying to create one. I don't know if it's gonna hold. We're selling off quite a bit here, because obviously, I mean, we took out the Asia and London high over here, so it makes sense as to why we're trying to sweep this. As you guys see right here, let me kind of like move the indicator a little bit forward here. Let me kind of like bring it to the front. There you go. So yeah, we took out the London high over here. Now the only thing is we're getting an instant sweep, but I don't think we're going to hold the fair value gap here. Now, I'm not really planning on trading anything off the 1 minute. You guys know, lately I've been trying to avoid the opening sessions, like the first 5-10 minutes of open, just because it's been a little bit unstable. I'm sure we can all agree on that. But I don't really think we're gonna hold this fair value gap. I mean, it would make for a good trade. I mean, if we take shorts off this, if we're able to take shorts off this, we can target the London for 35 points, which is a pretty good risk reward, and then the Asia for 55 points, which is even better. The thing is there's just so much selling coming in that we're just not gonna hold this unless we get the most random pump here, which I'm hoping for. You know what I mean? It will literally make for the most perfect read off open, I would say, because yeah, we have Asia, London swept, selling pressure, inverse room for lower. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If we don't hold this gap and we dump down into the London, we might have to stay cash today because you guys know the deal. Typically with my strategy, yeah, look at that. It's literally a no-brainer here. Maybe I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We might have to work with something off the 1 minute, but I don't even think we can do anything off there either. Yeah, no, we can't even work off anything off the 1 minute because guys, the reason I'm saying I'm being so quick to possibly say a cash day for today, guys, is because when price takes out both the upside and downside liquidity in one go, it makes it extremely, and I mean extremely hard for us to find the bias, right? Because I mean, both of our objectives already got hit, so we don't know if the move is going to be an actual DOL sweep. We don't know if it's going to be a continuation model. It's really, really complicated. So I was really hoping that we can work with something here, but it doesn't really seem like we have anything on the 1 minute. It doesn't seem like we have anything on the 5 minute, and I highly doubt we have anything on the 15 minute. So yeah, no, I mean the 1 minute it looks decent, but not enough to get a trade going. Yeah, 23 points, not an imbalance. This was 25 points. Yeah, no, there's really not much we can do here. At least for now. At least for now. But yeah, no, this open was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. In terms of like a read, we got that instant sweep off that London. That was really, really nice. But anyways, let me go ahead and start up the live on YouTube, guys. What's going on, YouTube, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Um, but yeah, let's see. Hopefully, we can get something coming to open. But yeah, let me go ahead and put it out here real quick. Now I'm just hoping that we don't have like an unstable open like yesterday. Although we kind of did make it work coming to the PM session, which for the people on YouTube, if you guys don't know, yesterday we ended up catching a pretty quick trade for about 65 points. Going into the PM session, which is a pretty good trade. We pretty much took shorts. Um, but yeah, hopefully today's open is not like yesterday, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It doesn't really look like it is, but you never know, right? We were still in the first 10 minutes of market open. Anything can really happen here. But in terms of volume, it's already looking way better than yesterday. That's for sure. So, so yeah. Now, like I said, I'm just hoping that we don't. I hope we kind of like chop in this range or maybe shoot up a little bit higher because the thing is, guys, like I said, if we already took out the upside liquidity, if we take out the downside liquidity, it's gonna become really, really, really complicated for me to be for me to be able to give you guys a like a bias with confidence. You get what I'm saying? Because typically with my strategy, guys, it's coming to market open. We wait for either direction to get taken out. Depending on the direction that gets taken out, depending on the reaction from that level of liquidity that got taken out, we can form our bias from there. Right? In this case, we have a bearish bias. The thing is, we just don't have an entry model. Right? Because look, coming to market open, we pumped up, we had an imbalance, We had the London high drawn liquidity identified. We swept it and we instantly got a sell off to the downside, which makes sense as to why we're bearish, right? And we would be bearish until the London low, right? But the only problem is here, guys, is because is what's gonna make it tricky is because if we took out the highs and lows, I won't know what we're gonna do after. So if I have to call it cash for today pretty early, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I will. There's been many times where this has happened and I don't call it cash and I always end up regretting it. And just lately I've been a lot more strict on my rules, which is exactly why we're currently on a 1 week winning streak, right? We've been doing pretty good these last 5 trading days, right? So yeah, if we're gonna take out the London low and maybe Asia low, and we don't see anything that I'm liking, I would just be quick to call it. I don't even care if I don't trade today, because I mean we're already pretty green on the week already, right? We caught 60 points on Tuesday and we caught 65 points yesterday, right? So we don't have to force anything out. And I definitely don't want to be breaking any rules, because anytime that I do, especially when this happens, it can get a little bit tricky, you know what I mean, and a little bit frustrating for sure. Now on ES, maybe we can work with something here. No, we can't. We don't have anything on ES either. But yeah, no, we are pretty much selling off here into the London. So yeah, we'll see how this holds down for sure. But yeah, it seems like, yeah. And by the way, someone did mention that we do have news in 20 minutes, which is the PMI news, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we'll see what we can do here. All right. But yeah. I'm just hoping that we can kind of like get a push up here, because what can happen, guys, is, okay, look, we're still bearish, right? We're gonna be bearish until the London low gets taken out, right? Which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it might get taken out in the next few seconds while I'm explaining this possible setup that can happen. But let's just say, for example, we get very lucky and the market just randomly decides to pump up. What could happen is, if in the next candle we pump up and create some sort of gap here, or if we pump up enough to have enough room to dump down and create a fair value gap here, we can always look to take an inverse or continuation model into the London low, because we already have the confirmed bias, right? We know that we want the market to go down, and we know that the market wants to go down into at least 451, right? So we know that part. The only thing is just we don't have any entries to possibly take into this, because obviously we're just not going to take anything randomly, just be like, just because we think the market is bearish. We need a reason to enter, right? And we don't have that reason, not off the 1 minute, not off the 5 minute, not off the 15 minute. All right, so there's not much that we can really work with here. All right, but I mean, as long as we don't take out this London low, the bias will remain bearish until we find the setup, which, like I said, my hopes aren't really high. I mean, the selling pressure is, we already dumped down like how many points? Nearly 100 points. We've dumped down 86 points in the span of 9 minutes. With a ton of selling pressure, and we're like nearly less than 20 points, or actually 30 points now. But we're like 20 to 30 points away from the price target. So, I mean, you know what I mean? David, what about this? Well, let me see. That setup is way below our levels of liquidity. I mean, I don't really want to be taking shorts below the level of liquidity. You know what I'm saying? You're probably talking about this one right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, if the selling pressure is there, I mean, still, I mean, your price target is going to be a 7-point price target. So, although, like I said, guys, the setup might be tempting to take, and it might look really, really good to take, it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? Not only would you be looking to take shorts from, if you're looking to inverse it, right? Not only are you looking to take shorts below a London low, which is pretty much, you know, really risky in general, right? Because we already took out a London low, but if you take this inverse, your price target is 7 points. Now, I mean, what could happen is we can possibly retrace into this 5-minute gap, maybe 15-minute, right? Yeah, definitely a 15-minute. There's always not. Yep, definitely a 15-minute. This 5 and 15-minute gap, we can always retrace into it and bounce from it. But the thing is, we already took out the upside liquidity, so it's gonna be, like I said, it's just gonna be, we can always get a trade going, but it's just gonna be extremely tricky in general to just get a trade from. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we're kind of getting what I hoped for. I mean, we're getting a last second bounce here. I don't know how stable it's gonna be. I don't even know if it's gonna hold or not, but we're bouncing before we even took out the London low. So what I was saying, guys, which I wasn't hoping that, I mean, I wasn't expecting to happen, is what we could do here is, if we don't take out this London low, the bias is still bearish, right? Because remember, I mean, we took out the liquidity, we have the sell-off and everything. We're probably just going to be creating the MSS model, which means that we're going to be creating the main high, lower high, and then we hit the price target. I might be jinxing it, I'm not going to lie. But like, on a more serious note, like what I was expecting, or what I was hoping for, is if we don't take out this London low and we still have room to go into it, what could happen is we can bounce up in this candle create a 40-point candle right here, right, which will be just barely below the London low. We close that candle, we create a fair value gap here, and we can just look to inverse it in 10 minutes from now, or once news comes out. Which, once again, I don't really think is gonna happen. I mean, we're already rejecting off of the candle, so we're probably just gonna flip this candle from green to red into the London. But I mean, it's always good to hope. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know. But yeah. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Would your bias change if we take out the lows? I mean, I'll probably try to work with what type of reaction we get. But the thing is, it just won't. I just won't be as confident. Because once again, guys, the way my model works, for the people tuning in, or for people that didn't pay attention the first time, or for the people that don't know in general, is once again, coming to market open, you have to identify the trend and draw liquidity. All right, the nearby draw liquidity. Coming to market open, your job is to look to see which level of liquidity gets taken out first. In this case, for today, was to the upside, right? So what you do is you wait for that upside liquidity to get taken out and you wait for the reaction. In most cases, the reaction that you would want would be a reversal model. So in this case, we pumped up, we took out the drawn liquidity, and we reversed off of that level of liquidity, confirming the DOL sweep, right? So in this case, your bias would be bearish until the next level of liquidity gets taken out, which is going to be to the downside. Now, this is when you typically trade into it. But the problem is we don't have a setup to trade into that level of liquidity, at least yet, right? Hopefully we get one, right? But we don't have one yet, right? So what's happening now, or what I'm trying to say is, if the market dumps down, remember, we already took out the upside liquidity. If the market dumps down into the London low, not only will we take out the objective, but we took out both the upside liquidity and the downside liquidity. So now, if we were to go up, we wouldn't really know what to target because the main objective already got taken out. But if we go down, our price target that we would have taken shorts from up here already got taken out, so we also wouldn't really know what to target. Now, I get it. You might be wondering, hey, shouldn't we just target the Asia low? Yeah, but the thing is, the reason I'm saying that I just won't be as confident in the trade is because, remember, now that the market already took out the lows after it took out the highs, we can reverse at any given moment. All right, guys. So that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I get it, right? We're selling off and all that good stuff. And let's say, for example, we took out the London low and everything. You might be like, okay, well, the selling pressure is still there. Why can't we just take it into the Asia low? I'm not saying that we can't, and it could definitely work because it's worked in the past. We've done it before, right? But the only problem is just that, I mean, we in the back of our mind, we're going to be like, okay, well, we already took out a level of liquidity. We can reverse at any given moment. The market has its reason to reverse, and it could stop us out at any given moment, which is going to kill our confidence behind the trade, all right? Which can cause hesitation, which can cause us to take profits early, and all that good stuff, all right? So that's what I'm telling you guys. If we take out the London high and low today without a setup, I might be quick to just call it cash. I'm not saying that we're going to say cash yet, but it's just what I'm expecting. All right, and the reason I'm kind of feeling good about if we have to stay cash today is because, like I said, we're already really green on the week. I mean, we can pretty much call it a week already if we really want to. I mean, once again, we caught 60 points on Tuesday and we caught 65 points yesterday. We're more than green on the week. All right, so we definitely got our share of the market this week. So I definitely don't want to be giving anything back in a setup that I'm not really as confident in. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Now, keep in mind, guys, in 10 minutes from now, yeah, pretty much in exactly 10 minutes from now, we have PMI news coming out, which can completely change the outcome of the market, right? Right now, we are sitting bearish, but if the news comes out bullish, we might have to flip over, all right? Maybe Dave is the only one really green. Well, I mean, I did everything live, so I don't really know what to say, guys. but yeah. Let me see. In these market conditions, if even one thing is telling you to stay cash, we have to stay cash. 100%, bro. I mean, we learned last month. You know what I mean? We learned the hard way. That's for sure. It bounced off the 15-minute like 4 times. Yeah, I know. I've been peeping it. Off the 5 and 15-minute. Did I see 4-minute? The 5 and 15-minute. But yeah, we'll see. So far, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Although we've had a pretty volatile open, which part are we trying? It's up here. Although we've had a pretty volatile open today, it's kind of looking like yesterday. Yeah, we're trading MNQ5. Yes. But yeah, it's or MNQ. If you're on TradeV, it's MNQ5. Yeah, MNQU5. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's today's open. Although it looks a lot stronger than yesterday, It's looking a little bit choppy. Yeah, choppy. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, the first two candles were pretty good, right? I mean, these first two candles looked really promising. Don't get me wrong. Sorry, I drink a lot of water. These two opening candles look really really promising, but these three candles that we're currently in or just had, they're kind of like whatever. When do we start switching contracts? Let me check for you. We switch contracts next week Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, next week Tuesday we're gonna switch over to NQZ 25 until December. If you guys are ever wondering when do we switch contracts, if you go over to like MNQU or whatever on TradingView, it will literally tell you. So you're gonna see like this little like purple logo here. You click it and it'll tell you, hey, we're switching the contracts on Tuesday, the 16th of September, until December into NQZ. So yeah, on Tuesday we're gonna switch over from U to Z. All right, guys, just so you guys know. Just so you guys know. But don't worry, guys. I'll let you guys know on the day of. I'll obviously, if anything, you guys don't have to worry about it because Tradeovate does it by itself. It will auto roll the contracts. So yeah, it's not like you guys have to do anything. Maybe the PMI will create a setup. I mean, that's what happened yesterday. For those that don't remember, we ended up catching shorts yesterday from the setup. Which setup was it? Yesterday was like what, right here. Yeah, we ended up taking shorts off the kind of like off the news run up over here. We took shorts right here. So maybe we can get something. I don't know, but this 5 minute is looking super bearish, but just super choppy. So we'll see. We'll see. But so far, it's not like I really want to get into anything right now. MQ, yeah, MNQ Z5. Yeah, yeah, that one. Yep. Next week. Don't worry, it'll auto roll. So you guys don't even have to worry about doing anything. But yeah, so far, very, very choppy open. Like I said, it did look good like a few minutes ago, but pretty choppy right now. Now, in the meantime, while we chop up and possibly just wait for news, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna take anything in the next 7 minutes. So I guess it's time to kind of talk about it, guys. So, you guys know how I announced that we're working on an indicator, that can really really help you guys out in your trading and everything. But guys, someone in the group was kind of like working a little bit more, and guys, they got the bias model to work like a charm, guys. I don't want to show too much yet, but guys, just know that they're making hella progress, man. I think that at the end of like once I release it and everything, guys, I'm gonna be giving everyone a shout out because the amount of work that they're doing, man, it's insane. But guys, just know that you guys know how in the indicator. I mean, I can show you guys right here in the indicator. It was showing, we have the checklist and everything. So for the most part, they're trying to get everything. We're back testing and everything, and we're trying to make everything in here work out. But we're getting the bias to work out perfectly. Like I was looking at the screenshots and everything, and guys, it's looking crazy, man. Let me see. When is the ETA of it being released? Well, I can't really tell you guys because I'm not the one really working on it. Like I'm not scripting it or anything, but we're trying to get as much work as possible done. But I mean, I can show you guys some screenshots here. Let me show you guys. So, look, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. So right here, let's say, for example, right? Let me see. I'm kind of put it up over here. So let me pull up one of the screenshots, right? So right here, check this out, guys. And keep in mind, we have to implement it because we're waiting for the code to be finished to implement it into the actual strategy itself on the checklist. But let's say, for example, right? Look at this chart. Look at this chart, right? So you guys can see right here. So you guys know typically the way we find our bias is we find our DOLs. For example, today we're bearish, right? Because we took out the London high and we're holding below it, causing a DOL sweep and causing the bias to be bearish. In this case, we're getting the script to actually start reading the price and tell you what the bias will be. All right, so in this case, you guys can see here that we have a high over here and another high right over here, right? So we took out two highs and price is currently holding below the level of liquidity shortly after, confirming that the bias is currently bearish as long as we hold below the level of liquidity. Let me show you guys another screenshot, right? So you might be wondering, okay, well, what if we have the drawn liquidity identified, price takes it out, but we're currently holding above the level of liquidity still? What would the bias be? Well, in that case, if we don't have a DOL sweep, then we would be looking for a continuation model into the next level of liquidity. So in this case, the bias will look like this. Let me show you guys, right? Let me kind of put it up over here. Okay, right here, right? So check this out, guys. So if price holds above the level that I found, right, the level that the indicator found, which in this case would be the Asia high, our bias will be bullish until the next level of liquidity gets taken out, which would be right over here, right? So huge shout out to I'll be putting their names out, once the indicator is out to give my thanks and everything. And obviously they're going to be getting paid as well, so it's not only a shout out, but you know, it's the least I could do. You know what I mean? But yeah, it will show you guys here that the bias would be bullish, right? Because we took out the Asia high, but we're holding above it, confirming a continuation model until we hold below it, right? So the bias here would be bullish, and then we're going to have the indicator obviously showing you what the next target would be right over here, right? So the target, you guys see how it says a number here. Depending on whatever the script is reading, right? Then the next level of liquidity, it will show you what the valid target would be. Now, obviously, we're gonna try to implement the buy and sell thing. So let's say, for example, right, we have a setup. We're gonna try to give you guys the best entry model. So it would show like on your chart, this will pop up and it will show you where you should be entering and everything. But we're trying to get that done to like literally perfection. All right, so we're trying to get it done. It's definitely a work in progress, but I'm very, very excited, guys. We're trying to get this done, man. But I can't really give you guys an ETA because I'm not the one really working on it. I don't know how to code, but they definitely do. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you that, man. I'm really excited, man. So yeah. And get excited. Yeah, but I'm super excited because, guys, it's okay. So once again, the reason I'm saying that this is gonna be beneficial to a lot of people is mainly because by the way, guys, we have news in 3 minutes. I feel like there has been a lot of times where you guys know I try to give you guys the best setup possible at all times, right? I try to give you guys the best models all the time, but remember, I'm human, right? I'm human. I make mistakes, right? And there have been times where I see a setup, I try to trade it, it doesn't work out, and shortly after, I feel like I get tilted, and if I give out a trade, sometimes it might not be the best trade, and I know it's not going to be the best trade, but I kind of just want to give it out just because I'm tilted, and I kind of want to like. You know what I mean? It happens. It happens, right? We're all human. Emotions kick in. I feel like with this indicator, it will show you guys literally everything that I would tell you guys if the setup was perfect. And if there's one thing missing, it just won't give you that setup. You know what I mean? So if there's a script reading the market, obviously you guys don't have to rely on it. I'm hoping that you guys don't really rely on it and use it more for education and learning. But I mean, if you guys are really struggling trying to find any A+ setups and you feel like emotions are kicking in, you could just check on the indicator and be like, okay, well, here's a checklist, here's the setup that it's showing, and if it's not showing anything, just don't take it, right? You could just just stay cash. Now, one thing that I might pay extra to do, which I will mention in the group or in the group chat, is a lot of people in here, you guys trade while working, and it can be very, very tricky for a lot of you guys. So I'm gonna see if it's possible to get alerts going, not like trading alerts, not like, oh, enter here or sell here. No, like actual notifications. Like if the indicator finds a confirmation, or if it finds an entry model, or if a setup is ready, it can send you a notification to your phone saying, hey, NQ has this setup here, it's a bullish setup, and all that stuff. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I feel like it will be a lot more beneficial to the people that work and might not want to, because let's be honest here, there's some people in here that don't really care about the education. You guys are just looking to make a little bit of an extra dollar on the side. You get what I'm saying? From trading. So if you guys need that or whatever, and you guys just want to be looking for the setups, that can help you out as well. But I have to see if they know how to like implement the notification. I mean, it's like a built-in trading view feature, I think, where like you guys know how like when you guys put out, like if you guys go over here on trading view and you said add alert on NQ at this price, meaning if it crosses over that price, it will send a notification to your phone saying, hey, we're currently going above this price, right? I'm trying to get it to do that, but it's saying like, hey, there's a confirmation here, or hey, we have a DOL sweep, or the volume is picking up, or we have a setup here, or it's ready. You get what I'm saying? Stuff like that. All right. News came out. Let's see what we got here. All right. So let's see. But yeah. Let's see. Wait. Anyways, let's see what we have here. Plus, do you have people already working on this? I can code and help this if you want. Well, sure, bro. Hit me up if anything. I have a full group. I don't know if everyone is extremely active in there. But for the most part, a lot of people are active because on Discord it's only a group limited to 10 people, right, including myself. So 9 people in there. But I'll check up on you. Just DM me and I'll go ahead and add you if anything. All right, bro. But yeah, for the most part, we're getting it done. All right, guys. So yeah. Anyways, so guys, news came out, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, did it fully come out? Because either it came out neutral or we're just not doing anything. Pump or dump. That's what I'm saying. Like, news came out. It's PMI news. It's a red folder, but it seems like it just came out expected, like with the expected numbers, to the point where we're not really moving. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. This open is not it, bro. This thing is choppy as hell, bro. Because at least yesterday we had um we had news come out and it gave us a setup. But for today, not only are we chopping like crazy, but we not even news it will be here to save us. It came out green. Yeah, so I guess it came out kind of neutral, right? Marcus chips. All right, bro. But I don't know, man. This open, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I might stay cash for this open. I'm not, maybe not yet, but it's definitely looking like it. It's definitely looking at it like it. But yeah, good news, but nothing happened. I typically when that happens, it's just the market expected that to come out. Remember, when news comes out, we have an expected number. If it reaches that exact expected number, the market just it's like, hey, we're already priced in. We expected it. Like we're not really surprised. You get what I'm saying? So that's probably what it was. That's probably what it was. Rejected 5 times at the same level. Dude, it's just chop, bro. I hope you guys aren't trying to trade this, man. Because no matter what you guys take, whether it's longs or shorts, man, you're gonna get stopped out. Especially with this chopped. Or with this chop. But yeah, all right, let's see. We're finally getting some movement here. I mean, either way, if we take out this London low, I mean, it's kind of gonna be very hard for us. Yeah, there it is. It's gonna be a little bit hard for us to kind of get a trade going. Because I mean, we already took out the highs and lows, so we'll see. I was really hoping that I would be able to get a trade today, which we probably could. I mean, there's always the PM session like yesterday, but I kind of wanted to take cash tomorrow because I mean I'm pretty happy with the profits from this week. You know what I mean? So I kind of want to take an extra day off, just to rest mentally and all that good stuff. It's been a pretty good week so far though, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it, dude. Bro. But yeah. Anyways, now that I put out the wait, I'm not gonna ask you guys. I'm expecting a gap here, right? Yeah, 50 points. So we definitely have a gap here. Um, the thing is, like I said, I not only would it be really hard to get a buys here, but I just don't want to trade anything inside of this chop here. So although we have a gap here, I might maybe I just do commentary on it. Or maybe I just avoid it completely. I don't know. But it seems like we're going straight into that Asia low. Yes, that's cleaner price targets. Yeah, you're kind of right here. Yeah. Um, I mean, regardless, we're more than likely just gonna take it out as well. Yeah, we took out the Asia low, or we're about to. There's no way we don't. I mean, bro. Okay, just take it out before I go off. But because what we could do is we can switch over to a bullish bias and maybe just target the maybe this liquidity, the external up here. Um. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now we took out the Asia. There you go. There you go. Hold on. Well, if anything, we can switch over to like a bullish bias going to the PM session because now that we took out everything to the downside, like we literally have nothing more. We could probably work with something into the upside into like 552, which, like I said, it's gonna be tricky, but we can get it done. We could possibly get it done here. Let's hope the gap holds. Yeah. Okay. Let's hope for two things. Let's hope that we don't continue selling off because then we really can't trade anything. And as I say that, we just. Anyways, no. Like on a more serious note, let's hope that we don't sell off too much, and let's also hope that we hold up this gap because if buyers can step in going forward here, we could possibly look for a long position off this inverse here, and look to target the New York high. And I mean, we might as well target just 552. It's the same thing, right? Because yeah, it's like a 4 point difference. Like I said, it will be tricky because we already took out the main high, which is the London high over here. But we can definitely get it done into this. Well, let me see. Is it 552 or 5 5? Yeah, 552. Yeah, yeah. Because we could do that. Because yeah, look at this. We're getting the buying pressure kicking in. So we're getting the deal will sweep, which is confirmed, right? Or at least for now. But the problem is, the market is so choppy that it's just so hard to tell whether we even want to hold it. We don't know if it's going to be stable into the upside. It's going to be really, really tricky for sure. It's going to fake us out. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Um, because on paper the setup looks pretty decent. I mean, it's forming still. Keep that in mind. But it's just really unstable, especially with this price over here. This is what worries me the most, right? Because once again, guys, if we had this type of price not even 5 minutes ago, what makes us think that we're gonna change just instantly? You know what I mean? If ES took us out that London low, I mean, we already took out a low already. We took out an internal, which could work just as good because we have a gap here, and then we could just target the things already took out the London as one ES. Because what we could do is target this up here, right? The external. We could also target this as well, but it's the same thing. It's a 2-point difference. And we could just target this as well here. I don't really think this gap holds, but if it does, we can probably look to take longs here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for the remainder of the week, I'm gonna be sizing really light, maybe like 5 micros. I just don't want to risk giving anything back to the market for today. I wanna like, guys, if it wasn't for the live trading or anything, I would have been done for the week. So yeah, just now that now that I'm trying to trade this market, not only am I not super confident in it because of this like very indecisive price, but I also don't want to be giving anything back. So yeah. So if you guys see in the live trading that, hey, you might be sizing like 4 or 5 micros, it's just because I just want to make some like extra, maybe like some extra money for the week. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, what we could do if this holds, it's 2 minutes, bro. We're inside of the gap, bro. We need like just a temporary sell off. I don't think we hold it. But at least we know that. I mean, maybe we could take it on ES, but yeah, you know, right? It's ES. You know what I mean? But yeah, we can look into something like this. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna hold. I mean, we're right, like we're 10 points away from like inversing or filling the gap. But if we don't, in the miracle that we don't, I mean, we could look to take something like this, for example. This wouldn't be so bad. I mean, the only thing is it's just it might be a little bit indecisive, a little bit choppy. But for the most part, I mean, we can for sure look to take it. When news already came out, yeah, it came out 10 minutes ago. But yeah, we have 30 seconds left in this candle. Let's hope that we don't pump any more than 12 points. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so we didn't feel the surprisingly we didn't feel the fair rally gap. I mean, we can probably get some longs going for today. Is it good? Like I'm not like super like sure on actually wanting to take the trade. But if the buying pressure really kicks in, we can possibly look to take it. I mean, we'll see how this holds though. Because remember, guys, we're still in a pretty indecisive market, so it's really hard to tell whether we're gonna hold up or not. So for now, it's kind of like just something that we're watching, rather than looking to trade. All right, guys. But if I do like the way that we pump up, then we can work towards it. I would say. Because yeah, look at that. The buying pressure is kicking in so longs. It looks ideal, is what I'm trying to say. We have the Asia low sweep. We have buying pressure kicking in. We still need to form the MSS model, which we don't have just yet. We need to break up of this high to form it. But we can look to take an inverse off this, what, 80 point fair value gap? 65 point fair value gap, not 80. We can look to take an inverse off this and just target the internal high over here, which is the highest point during the chop. And we can look to target the 552 on the higher time frame, which doesn't look. I'm just so worried about the indecision in the market. It's like there's like a higher chance than usual of us getting chopped out and stopped out. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to have to deal with that. Would trading ES be better? I mean, in a way, possibly. I mean, if you guys want to wait for ES, you also could. But it's like NQ has the same amount of strength, and it took out a stronger level of liquidity. Because remember, ES took out the internal, while NQ took out the Asia. Right? And yes, NQ and ES did sweep. It took out the this one right here, the internal, right over here. So it's like, okay, so we have the MSS confirmed. I mean, like, it looks good, but yeah, look at that. Wow, okay, no, I'm not gonna lie to you, we're lucky pumping here. I mean, I'm about to say just fucking and just take it. It's just, fuck it. All right, whatever. I'm in. I mean, I'm in with light size, so it's kind of like whatever either way. But yeah, I'll just try it out. I got to fill at 464. Remember, guys, I'm just gonna take this really light for myself. I'm not really trying to risk giving anything back to the market. So yeah, just for me, I'm gonna size extremely light today. All right, guys. Yeah, let me go and put this out real quick. Now, it's just, it's not that I'm unsure about the setup. It's just I'm unsure about the volume, bro. This volume could be very like, you know, it can make us nervous, is what I'm trying to say. But we'll see. I mean, we're already in, so let's see how this pans out. Hopefully we just don't chop through it. That's the only case. Yeah, I'm going to place my stop loss over here. I'm going to place my stop loss at 429. 429. So 5 stop. There you go. But yeah, once again, I don't know. Are you guys sizing light on this one with me? I'm just gonna size like if I get stopped on this one, I'm not gonna risk literally anything. So it's kind of like whatever. It's just to make some extra money on the side to end off the week. But yeah, look at that. It's you guys see what I mean? It's just really indecisive. So it's gonna be tricky to get this trade going. But if it could be a pullback, we can. I don't know. It's really hard to tell, but we'll see. Yes, needs that London low. In my opinion, I mean, we can. If NQ wants to be the one that's leading, and it already took out every low, I mean, we have the reason to go up. And ES already took out a low, so if it wants to go up, it definitely will. But we'll see. Hold on, let me type this up real quick. Yeah, no, we're probably gonna get. It's just too indecisive, like I said, guys. But we'll see. Yeah, I got out on that one. It's a pretty small loss, but I'm not gonna work with this market, guys. There's no way. Let me see. Good reason as to why I size light. The market is just too choppy for the setups to get perspective. Yeah, look at that, guys. It's like we get the inverse, but it just doesn't hold. You see what I mean? So really good reason as to why I size light, man. Really small loss on my end, but not something I really liked. Yeah, I'm gonna put out that I got stopped. There you go. But you guys, now, do you guys see what I mean? You're right about the fake out. Yeah, it's just you guys look at what we had here. It was definitely worth giving it a shot or a try. Which is why I sized 5 micros on that one, but yeah, it just didn't hold. Now ES took out the low. Well, yeah, I mean we got a fat ass rejection. But yeah, let me check something out here because I got a message. What are we doing? Yeah, no, we're still. I want to say that we're still trying to decide what we want to do here, but it's just gonna be really hard. And if worst comes to worst, if we're gonna try to work with a re-entry, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't really know about a re-entry today. It would be off ES instead. ES seems like it's the one that's kind of leading. I mean, we kind of rejected off the midpoint here. But I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know. If anything, it'll have to be a PM type of thing because ES might want that Asia. Train tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be on. I'll be on live. Guess I got a message here. Let me check it out real quick. Okay. Anyways, let me see. Why do you take the 6-point IFEG? Wait, what? Dude, this candle was not anywhere near 6 points. This candle was 64 points. Yeah. No, the setup looked good. It's just like I said, it's just a little bit too indecisive. So if anything, we could still work with the same buys. Don't get me wrong. I still believe that we can possibly be bullish for today. The only thing is, it's just instead of taking NQ, we can look to take ES. Now that ES took out the Asia and London, we can still have the same buys, but just work with this inverse instead. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I feel like that would be a little bit better. Would you guys be down to do that? But it's just we got to give the market its time to form its thing because like I said, right now it's just a little bit indecisive. You know what I mean? I would, yeah, I probably would, but more for the PM session. Right now, this morning is a little bit choppy. Let's be honest here, it's a little bit choppy. But yeah, that PM, yeah, for sure. Should be done for the day. Yet, yeah, that as well, But we'll see, But yeah, I mean, dude, we're getting the buying pressure like instantly. So it's not that we're wrong on the buys. It's just like I said, guys, price is a little bit too indecisive. So it could take a few tries to get the right entry into that bias. It happens. You know what I mean? It happened last month, right? So if that's gonna be the case, then we could probably just work with something into. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, ES looks way stronger than NQ does. Look at that. ES actually wants to seek higher. So if anything, taking the trade on ES would be a little bit more ideal, I would say. Into the bias, into like 476. Looks something like that. And then we can also have more price targets into 484 as well. I'll see. I just want to see how price holds. But yeah, it's like we're breaking highs, but like just like I said, guys, it's just price is a little bit too unstable. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not that we're wrong on the buys or anything, because we're still holding above the Asia high. So as long as we hold above it, our buys will remain bullish. It's just, you see what I mean? It's just a little bit, a little bit tricky for sure. No, we could definitely recover this back. It was a small loss. I mean, let me kind of try to type it up here. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go quiet for 2 seconds. Just 4, 5, 6. Wait, no. 6, 4, 5, 8. Buying pressure can hold up here. At 6, 4, 7, 4.25, and wait, we have 6, 4, 7, 6.25, and 6, 4, 8, 4. There we go. Yeah, look at that. We're getting a lot of buying pressure. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me kind of switch this over. Oh my god, dude. We're already getting the inverse. Bro, fuck. Let me see. Guys, switch over to ES if you guys want. Real quick. Hold up. I'm typing this alert and I need to post it. Fuck. I didn't expect this to pump up this much. It's just that for now for the stream, the buy and sell button is going to be messed up. Guys, I'm going to have to switch to the other overlay because I can't fix it currently. I need to be locked in. Because you guys see on the screen how it just says show market or buy market. Let me just go to this overlay real quick. Hold up. Oh, dude, I might get a late entry. If you guys want to enter off this push-up, you definitely can. I don't think I'm not gonna have time to alert it. I'm gonna have to do this on stream only. Let me see if we can hold here. I'm just gonna do light as well, light size. All right, it's okay. I'm gonna try this out light. It's just that buying pressure looks really good. You heard, guys? Try to take it light. Try to take it light. We'll just target the high up here at 6474. Because yeah, that buying pressure looks really fucking strong. You heard, guys? So yeah, go over to ES and I hope, yeah, target the internal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Target this internal over here. And then just target the external at 7.6. I mean, it's a 2-point difference. It's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, no, we're definitely pumping here. By the way, I got to fill 69. Hold on, let me go fill up on water real quick. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm back. Letting alert. I didn't have time, bro. that thing happened as I was putting it out there. I literally didn't have time. You passed 5 evals? Wait. I mean, to be honest, we did wait, what? If you guys took it, what entry did you guys get? Because we pumped up 4 points on that, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, 4 points is a pretty good amount on ES for a 1-to-1. Or about a 1-to-1. But dude, where did this buying pressure even come from? Because I promise you guys, I was typing and we weren't nowhere near that at first. You got a 68? Not bad. Did you guys take trims on that pump? Dude, I was so locked in on alerting it that or putting it out there that I entered and I didn't even notice that we were up 4 points because I would have scaled there. You got offered 300? Not bad. You're up 400? Nice. You took it on NQ and you actually have 460? Oh, okay, 460, not bad. But dude, what is going on with this volume? What is causing all of this? Let me see something. Let me check on the news real quick. But yeah, that trade was a pretty. You just made 5K. Yo, what? Is everyone here green? You got in at 4. So wait. I'm gonna put a poll. How many of you guys re-entered on NQ over ES? Hold on. Did you enter this trade on NQ or ES? Hold on. NQ. Yes. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna do a poll here, real quick, guys. Put. You don't trust ES? Did everyone do NQ? No way. Yo, 60% of you guys did NQ or ES. So are you guys green? Are you guys sitting green on this? Because, I mean, if you guys got to fill out what I'm seeing a lot of 460s, dude, that was 35 points. Green, 1.2K. Yo, you guys are fucking, you guys don't even need me anymore, bro. Yes, sir. I made 800, so I'm up 374 after the loss. Nice, bro. That's really good risk reward, gender. That's really, really nice, bro. Entry at 441. Bro, you guys are fucking nuts, bro. You guys don't even need me anymore. Yo, might as well retire. Right? No, just kidding. Green actually would have been super green on the low for our bounce. So yeah, no, I'm still in for my. I couldn't take. I wasn't paying attention. I was putting out the alert. But nice for the people that are green. Nice. So 55% of people took it on Q. 45% took it on ES. For the people that reacted, at least. All right, to external. Yeah, me too. We killed that. Great day. Nice, bro. Yeah, I mean, in terms of a read, yeah, no, we got the nice read, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just the first entry was a little bit iffy, with that whole volume. But I mean, we're not really surprised. We knew what we were risking, so we can't really even be mad at that first loss because I mean, we knew it, right? Which is why we sized light. 420 entry. Okay, no, now that entry is for what? 420 down here? Are you? That's below the level of liquidity. What are you? Whoa, what's going on, man? What are you guys entering off of, man? Now, if you guys re-enter off this inverse right here, I mean, it's not the greatest entry, but it definitely worked out because you still entered off an inverse. The only thing is that the inverse already got filled. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I've done it before as well, so I'm not gonna say it's bad, but definitely a little bit riskier. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, you should be the one on here, alerting, bro. But yeah, we'll see how this. Let's see, what's the stop loss for ES? Well, yeah, if you're gonna be trading on ES, you could do like a 462, 463 stop loss. But yeah. By the way, guys, I might have to get off stream a little bit earlier today. Just some personal reasons. All right, guys, nothing bad, but I might have to get off a little bit earlier today. You answered at 400. Yeah, did I answer at 409.75? Yo, gender, bro, I'm gonna ban you, bro. How many points do you take on ES? Five. So after 5 points, which is pretty much right now, I would typically just take scales. And I'm pretty much back green on the day, guys. All right, guys. So yeah, if you guys are on ES, guys, take some skills out here. It's not a bad idea. All right, guys. It's not a bad idea. But guys, really, really nice read on our end today, man. I'm really happy with it, guys. Really nice. So not only did we make everything back, but for the most part, yeah, there it is. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, man, I'm out there. I'm back green on the day. Yo, what the hell? Yo, today is fucking crazy, man. What the hell? Guys. Yo, guys, the PT got hit on ES, man. Oh my, what the hell happened? Oh, nah, bro, I'm cheesing right now, bro. If you took the IFT trade on ES, it's up. How many points? We hit the price target for 7 points. Bro, what the hell? Guys, what is going on, man? Yo. Okay. Hold on. Let me alert this. Nice, man. Nice. Really nice read, guys. Really, really nice read. How you guys sitting, guys, in the chat? Let me know if you guys are back green on the day. Everyone here should be green, especially for the people that took NQ. You guys are fucking crazy, bro. I guess we really don't trust ES like that, man. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm back green on the day. I'm up 140 on the accounts. All right, yeah, on the accounts on the day. All right, guys. So not the craziest day, but I mean, man, I'm not complaining, man. I'm not complaining. Better than red. Better than red. But thank God that we sized light on the first trade. If not, that thing would have got me tilted. But very, very nice read, man. Very, very nice read, man. Yes, the GOAT. I mean, for today, yeah. Maybe not always, but yeah. How much am I up? I'm up 140, so 1,400 total on the accounts. But I pretty much got out completely, man. I saw that price target get hit, bro, and let me see. Okay. Right. So, nah. I was just targeting the internal up here. I mean, you can hold runners into the external. It's just, dude. Honestly, bro, the main reason I sized light today is because I'm really green on the day. I mean on the week. So I just wasn't even trying to like trade today. But my charts are closed. My bro. No. I promise you, I got out. I will even show you guys. I gotta fix the stream overlay though. Look right there. You guys see how it says like buy market? Bro, it takes 3 years to edit that, bro. I'm not trying to do that. I didn't have time. So for the people wondering, hey, why didn't you alert or whatever? Well, not only are we on stream, I don't really need to alert to you guys. But yeah. But yeah, no, I'm not in anything anymore. I got fully out. Very nice entry though. Very nice trade. The thing is, that's what should have happened here. But I mean, I guess the market just, I mean, to be fair, let's not blame it on nothing. I guess the whole reason as to why this entry didn't work was because ES rejected off the fair value gap and it wanted to seek lower. But the thing is, I mean, for the most part, I don't really think we got stopped out because of the London low, because we took out an internal, which makes sense as to why we should be reversing already. But for the most part, I think we should have just waited for ES to inverse the fair value gap instead. You get what I'm saying? Bro, I traded minis instead of micros. Bro, are you fucking crazy? Did you make money at least? Hopefully. Let me see. Still holding? Nice, bro. Nice. So you're holding runners. Is that 2 minis? Dude, be careful, bro. Why are so many of you guys on minis, man? Chill. School trading is so, dude. I promise you, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. When I used to trade in school, bro, it was fun, but it was hard as fuck, bro. When I actually had to lock in, bro, yeah, bro, you're. But by the way, guys, do you guys want me to show the P&L? Although it's kind of like a little bit messy right here. Do you guys want me to show this on the screen, or do you guys want me to show this? What do you guys want? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, but I'll just change it back to NQ then, because I'm not even in ES anymore. So I'll just go here. All right, there we go. Is the stream fixed? Yep, there we go. All right, perfect. So yeah, guys, we pretty much flipped this day from 350 red into 150 green. Pretty light, like I said, guys. I was just sizing light today, nothing crazy. But that first entry, let's not blame it on nothing, right? We know the mistake that we made. We just took an inverse on NQ while ES was inside of that same fair value gap. So we just should have just waited on ES to inverse the gap. So just for next time, we just know to be a little bit more patient. And if anything, we could just take the inverse on ES instead of NQ next time. Because I feel like we come across this situation a lot where we inverse a fair value gap on NQ while ES is still inside of the gap. So instead of just taking it on NQ, we just take it on ES, which it won't be the best trade, but it could give us more confirmation because we just won't have this happening again. Dude, we are ripping, bro. What is going on? Guys, if you're still in, which I know one of you guys is still in, which was Ashton, right? Is that what? Yeah, guys, Ashton, take one off, bro. Take one off here. Like, seriously, take one off. If you guys are still in, man, like, seriously, though, take something. Bro, why are we ripping? What is going on? Bitch? Nah. Come on now, man. Too soon, bro. Too soon. Hit PT for 5K. Bro, guys, this trade was crazy, bro. Wow, okay. But yeah, PT2 got hit for 10 points pretty much. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of regret studying. Nah, I don't really care. It was gonna be a few contracts either way. It was gonna be an extra few bucks. Dude, why are we ripping so much? Yeah, because the internal got taken out on ES on NQ as well. So if you guys took it on NQ, obviously also take some skills out as well, just to be more safe than sorry. Don't backhold this much for this one for too much. You know what I mean? But wow, man, what a trade. I just wish I could have alerted it. Bro, you guys don't understand. Everything happened so quick to the point where I could even put out the commentary in time. Let alone get the entry and let alone type up another entry model to give it out in the text. How many comments did I take? I took 15. I took 15. Remember, on ES, I typically size double what I size on NQ because ES moves a lot slower. So for those wondering, if you guys trade 5 micros on NQ with a 30-point stop loss, with that same exact stop loss on ES, if you trade 10 micros, you would risk the same exact amount. So anything, if you guys are ever gonna trade ES, just know for the next time, whatever you trade on NQ, if you guys want to make the same results, just size double. So if you guys typically do 10, do 20 on ES. If you guys do 5 on NQ, do 10 on ES, and so on. All right, guys. Yeah, just so you guys know. Does Apex Funded do intraday drawdown? On the static accounts, they don't have a drawdown, like a trailing drawdown. But I get it. The trailing drawdown can get very annoying. It does pause though after a while. But if you don't want to, if you want to work with an end of day drawdown, just do Top Step. Are you gonna trade again? Oh no, I'm done, bro. I wasn't even planning on trading today, bro. I wanted to call it a week. But for sure, guys, tomorrow I will be on stream, but I will be taking tomorrow like a little bit like easier. Like I'll do more education and more commentary tomorrow. So if you guys obviously want to still trade, I will be on tomorrow, but I just probably won't trade for myself. I made my money for the week. I think I made what across all accounts, maybe like 10K, which is about $1,000 per account. Wait, I'll show the results after the stream. I'll show you guys when I'm up. I got you, bro. Yeah, of course. We're just gonna use no, bro. But yeah. But yeah, other than that, guys, I mean, I'm seeing wait, by the way, if you guys are green, I forgot to say, you guys know the deal, the whole script, man. If you guys are green, man, make sure you guys post it over in the private channel, man. So I can show everyone on what we did today. All right, guys. So yeah, do me that favor, whether if you guys are on YouTube or in the premium or whatever, make sure you guys go post your profits in the private channel and at me. Whoa, what happened there? And at me, my bad. And at me, and yeah, I'll give you guys a shout out over in the announcement channel. Superman, I got you, bro. I'll check it out. You're probably in my request, so I have a few to catch up on still. You know. Hey David, before you leave, can you tell us why you took the trade? Oh, a lot of buying pressure. We took out the lows, and I mean, I did say that it was gonna be a little bit risky. Not okay. Let me take a breath. Hold on. Okay, so you guys might realize that this morning I did tell you guys, hey, we took out the high and low. Why are we still trading? Well, I never told you guys not to take the trade. I just told you guys that it just gets a lot trickier to trade. Hence why we got stopped out on the first trade. It was a little bit, we knew the bias, but it was just a little bit unstable. But it just becomes way trickier because if we took out the main high and low, we just have to target the externals after. But for the most part, you know what I mean? It's a hit or miss pretty much. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. Don't worry. I'll do a breakdown on it. I'll do a breakdown on the trade if you guys want for today. On both of the setups that we took. Just took a 1K withdrawal from my live account. Nice, bro. Nice. Nice, man. But yeah, for next time, I know the first trade was a little bit messy. Just for next time, I'm going to say that if we have a really good setup on NQ, but ES has a larger fair value gap, I guess we could just trade ES instead. Would you guys be down for that? We probably just won't have the best looking setup after, but it will just give us more confirmation, so we don't have to get that unnecessary stop out at first. Dude, yeah, ES scares all of us. I'm sure we can all agree here. But yeah, got PTSD from it, dude. I agree, man. Hey David, when do you exactly trim 50%? At a 1-to-1. So if I'm risking 30 points on NQ and we're up 30 points on your trade, I will risk at least 50% of my position. All right, and same thing goes with any trade. So if you're trading ES with a 5-point stop loss after a plus 5 points, oh yeah, bro, huge shout out. I mean, I was gonna look at ES either way, so don't take all the credit. But yeah, it's nice that you guys saw it. You know what I mean? It's very nice that you guys saw it. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so if you're risking 5 points on ES and you're up 5 points on the trade, you trim at least 50%. And it doesn't matter. The points don't matter. It's whatever you're risking. So if you're risking 3 points and you're up 3 points on the trade, take half. If you're risking 10 and you're up 10, take half. All right. So you can always have that positive risk reward always. So and then after that 50% trim, you move the rest of your stop loss or the rest of your position to a break-even stop loss. All right. So if the trade goes against you, you won't risk going red, and you'll in fact guarantee green on the trade, which is always very important. All right. But yeah, other than that, man, are you guys good for the stream for today? Are we good on stream? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yes, sir. All right, bet. All right, guys. Other than that, man, I gotta get to doing some stuff around. I have some personal stuff going on, so I have to get that done. So I won't be as active in the chat today, guys. But if you guys have any questions, send me a DM or just at me in the chat, whatever. And I'll respond to you guys. All right, man. But other than that, man, I'll see you guys. Yeah, I got you, Brian. I got you, my man. I got you. It's gonna be on TikTok. Bro, chill, bro. Yeah. But anyways, guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow we're gonna take it a little bit easier on stream. So if you guys want to stay cash, go ahead. If you guys want to tune in, I'm gonna be doing a little bit more education than alerting tomorrow. All right, guys. Just because I think I'm done alerting for the week. We've made our money. All right, guys. But yeah, man. Other than that, guys, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow on stream. All right, guys. As always, 9:30 to 9:40, and I'll see you guys then. All right, guys. Take it easy, man. Go enjoy the day. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace. And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys are able to enjoy the stream, man. Let me check up on the chat. Let me see if you guys made some money today. All right, guys. Let's see what we got here. Let me see. I think some beef in the chat. You know, the usual. I'm not trying to read all that nonsense. I don't really care. All right. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys were able to make some money with me today in the stream, man. I know the first entry was a little bit iffy. It was there, but you know, whatever. But we ended up making most, if not all of it back. Me and the premium, we ended up making literally everything and so much more back on the trade. So we're really good on the day. And hopefully that's the same case with you guys. Now, if you guys are green on the day, or if you guys like the trades or the live trading, the live trading stream, guys, click the first thing in the description and join the winning side, guys. If you guys use code Labor Day, which I'll send over on stream right now, if you guys want to go ahead and join the premium to get access to real-time live trading with no delay, because on YouTube we do have a 2-minute delay, which could mess you up with the live trading and all that stuff and the alerts and everything. If you guys don't want that, guys, click the link that I just sent in the chat. Use code Labor Day under any premium upgrade, and I'll give you guys 65% off anything. So with the monthly will be $17, the 3-month will be $50, and the lifetime will be $175, which is pretty cheap if you ask me. I mean, you know, everyone has their own price. All right, but anyways, other than that, man, if you guys want to go ahead and join, guys, it is 65% off with code Labor Day. Just click the link there, and I'll see you guys on the winning side. And other than that, man, I'll see you guys on the stream tomorrow. All right, guys, peace out, take it easy, and go enjoy your days.